friends, I'm back here with you all today with a video on common spelling mistakes that we make in routine. We are going to learn as to why we make these mistakes and how we can rectify them. Do not forget that if you like the video, please give a thumbs up. Share the video with your friends and do get back to me through your comments. Let us start with the video now. Have you ever thought as to why we make spelling mistakes in English? The reasons for this are: the first one, there are 26 letters in English in total. From A to Z, we have 26 letters. That means these 26 letters should give 26 sounds, but that is not the case. These 26 letters actually give 44 sounds. If we talk about the first letter itself, that is A, have a look to these words. Let us read them. The first one is apple. What is the sound of A here? A. Second, hall. O. And in the third one, part. A. So A itself is giving 3 different sounds. It is very confusing, and because of this we get confused when we are writing these words and we tend to make spelling mistakes. The second reason for our spelling mistakes is use of silent letters. In English, there are many words where when we write the spelling is different, but when we pronounce that word, it goes different. Let us take, for example, the first word given here, R. Though we should pronounce it as har, but the correct pronunciation for this word is R, because H is a silent letter in this word. The second one, honor. Again, H is silent. The third word here is often. Here, T is silent. Now, definitely we will get confused because we are pronouncing the word differently and writing it in a different manner. And this is one of the major reasons for us to get confused and make spelling mistakes. Let us now try to work out on this problem of spelling mistakes in English language. So I'm now going to share some tips with you so that you do not make spelling mistakes. The first thing that you need to remember is that whenever you have to add ing to your verb, we have to do it to show that the action is still going on. It is continuous. So when you have to do that, you have to add ing to the verb. For example, you have to change eat to eating, play to playing. That is what is adding ing to your verb. To do this, what do we do actually? It's simple enough. We all feel it is very simple. We will take the verb. With this verb, we will just add ing and the verb will change to verbing. Yes, that's true. Let us take an example for this. Speak. It's an action word. Now we will just take this word speak, add ing to it and it will change to speaking. Let us take another example. Eat. E-A-T. Just add ing to it and it will change to eating. Yes, that is simple enough. This is the base that we all need to know. But you know what? There are certain rules that you need to follow before you just simply take ing and add it with the verb. Yes, you have to do that ultimately, but there are certain things that you need to keep in mind. So now we are going to discuss those rules. Rule number 1. If the verb ends with E, okay, the verb to which you need to add ing, if it is ending with E, then just remove E and then add ing. For example, bite, B-I-T-E. Now this word is ending with E. So you will just cut E and add ing and it will change to biting. Similarly, like, L-I-K-E. Cut E and add ing, liking. Simple enough. But if the verb ends with double E, that means in case if your verb is ending with 2 E's, then in that case you will not cut E. E will not be removed. You will simply add ing. For example, see, S-E-E. here in this word, you have two E's in the end. So you will not cut E, you will just add ing and your word will change to seeing. Similarly, agree, you will not cut E, add ing and agree will become agreeing. So rule number 2 is basically just an extension to rule number 1. In case you have one E in the end, cut the E, add ing. In case you have two E's, do not cut anything, just add ing. Rule number 3. Rule number 3 is CVC rule. Now what is this CVC rule? C stands for consonant, V stands for vowel and C stands for consonant. I'm sure you all remember what a consonant and a vowel is. Yes, in English, 26 letters are there and these 26 letters are divided into two categories, consonant and vowels. There are only 5 vowels, A, E, I, O, U. Rest all of them are consonants. Now, whenever you get a verb and you need to change it to verbing, have a careful look to that verb. See if the last letter of that verb is a consonant. Mind it, if the last letter is a consonant, in that case, you need to check one letter before that. Now, if that letter which is before the consonant, if it is a vowel, that means you need to check one more letter before it. Okay, so you need to check the third last one also. If that one is a consonant, that means your verb is falling under the category of CVC rule. Now, what will happen if it falls under CVC rule? If your verb is falling under the category of CVC rule, then to add ing to that verb, before you add ing, you need to double the last letter. Let us take an example for this. This verb cut, C-U-T, cut. T is the last letter and it is a consonant. That means we need to check one before this. That is U. Yes, it is a vowel. That means we need to check the letter before U also. C, that is again a consonant. That means this verb is falling under the category of CVC rule. Okay. So, to add ing to this verb, you need to double the last letter, that is T. So, cut will change to cutting. How will it change? Double T and then use ing with it. Let us take another example. Beg. Beg again falls under the category of CVC rule. So we will double the G and then add ing. But, you know, every rule in English has some exception or the other, some naughty thing happening here and there. So this rule also has certain words which do not want to follow the rule. And these words are listening, crediting, debiting. Even though these words fall under the category of CVC rule, but they do not follow the rule. For example, this word listen, L-I-S-T-E-N, if you look at it carefully, it falls under the category of CVC rule. That means the last letter, that is N, should get doubled. But this word does not want to follow the rule. So listening is an exception. Same is the case with crediting and debiting. So you should just learn these words that they do not follow the rule. So I need to learn their spellings. At least you know the rule for other words, right? Have a look to this word also, that is feel, F-E-E-L. Now the last letter in this word is L, that is a consonant. Then before that we have a vowel, that is E. And before E, again we have a vowel. So it falls under VVC and there's no rule known as VVC. You know, generally people just check the last letter and before that if they find a vowel, they simply double the last letter. No, you need to check last 3 letters. That is why specifically I picked up this word. This word is not falling under the category of CVC rule. So L will not get doubled. Feel will change to feeling by simply adding ing. Rule number 4. If the verb ends with IE, if the verb to which you want to add ing, if it is ending with IE, then we will cut IE and use Y in place of it and then after that you will add ing to the verb. Let us take an example for this. Look at this verb tie, T-I-E. This is ending with I-E. So to add ing to it, before you add ing, you will first cut I-E, replace it with Y, and then write ing. So tie will become tying. How will it become? T-Y-I-N-G. Similarly, look at this word lie, L-I-E. Again, it is ending with I-E. Cut I-E, replace it with Y, and then add ing. So lie will become lying. Rule number 5 is an extension to rule number 4 only. It is just a follow-up. If the verb ends with Y, now in case the verb to which you want to add ing, if it is ending with Y, nothing changes. Do not take it as if like we did it for IE. We cancelled IE and used Y in place of it. So in place of Y, we are going to use something. No. If your verb is ending with Y, you do not have to do anything. Just simply add ing to the verb. For example, play, P-L-A-Y. This verb is ending with Y. You will not cut anything. You will not do anything. Simply add ing and play will change to playing. Similarly, say will change to saying. With this, we come to an end to all the rules related to ing. That means related to changing your verb from verb to verbing. Now, this rule number 6 is totally different. It says that in case you have a word where you can hear a long sound of E, to write that word, you need to remember that for this long sound of E, you will first write I in the spelling and then E. For example, chief. You can hear this long sound of E. Whenever you hear this long sound of E, you will first write the letter I and then E. Similarly, read this word, brief. Again, a long sound of E. So first write I followed by E. But in this rule also we have an exception. In case you hear this long sound of E, but before this long sound of E, if you can see or hear the sound of C, okay, then in that case, you will not write I first. If you are hearing this long sound of E and it is coming after C, then in that case only you will first write E and then write I for this long sound of E. It gets reversed. Okay. Let us take an example to understand better. Look at this word ceiling. Again, long sound of E. But before this long sound of E, which letter do we have? We have C. So since we have C, we will first write E and then I. The next word is receipt. You know, generally we get confused when we write the spelling of this word receipt. Always remember, see, in receipt, again you can hear that long sound of E. But before that long sound of E, you can see we have a letter here which is a special one, that is C. Okay. So since we have C first and then we have the long sound of E, we will first write E and then I. So this is an exception to our rule. Just remember one more thing. This rule only applies for long sound of E. In case you have words where you have short sound of E, then you don't need to think about this rule. For example, deficiency. Now after C you can hear a short sound of E. Deficiency. Very short sound. So since it is a short sound, then you don't need to bother with this rule or this exception. The spelling itself will be formed defi-she. She will be C-I-N-C-E-N-C-Y. Okay. There's another word, scientific. Again, you have short sound of E here. So after C, you do not need to write E first since it is a short sound. So you will write S-C-I-E-N-T-I-F-I-C. Okay. I hope you all have understood how you can avoid common spelling mistakes in English. And if you've liked the video, I request you all to share it with your friends. Do send your likes to me and your comments to me. And to not forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you all. Bye for now, and I'll meet you all soon.